Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm going to see if I can get a few people in here, make sure that we've gone live and it's the right setup.
You betcha.
Okay, great. So are people coming in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's where I can share.
Let's see here. So go ahead and share this video. That'll get you entered into next week's drawing. But please, some of you have privacy settings, so share it to, okay, we got a few people I can see on my end. Hi Jean, hi Bill, hi Madison, hi Karen, hi Kristen, hi Brenda. Okay, so we got some folks coming in. This is great, this is great. So, while we're waiting for people to join, oh, thank you for sharing. I do have to tell you guys a little story that I think, hi Jamie, hi Marcia, I think you guys will find funny. So my husband Bill, my stamp area where I'm at right now, thank you Kristen for sharing, is located down in the basement right beside his man cave. His man cave is right over here. And they butt up against each other so that he has his little section and with a TV and a recliner, you know, and I have my little section over here where all my craft stuff is. Now this man, I think, will have the TV on, have his phone in his hand, and I can be talking to him, and like after the fact he'll say, "What?" I said, "Don't you listen to me?" Okay, I know some of us ladies out there understand this. So tonight I'm walking by. I wanted to get a hair clip to throw my hair up, and I'm walking by him, and it says, thank you, Jamie, for sharing. And I said, I think I'm going to have to shorten your man cave a little bit. He had his nose planted directly, deeply into his phone, and he looks up and he goes, "What?" And I said, "See, I knew you could hear me." So, told on you, Bill. He's sitting right here. Okay, so let's get started. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining. For some reason, now is this showing for you, Bill, with no interruptions? Because it's showing on my computer video interference. But you're seeing it okay?
So far.
Okay, well, then the show must go on. So,
yeah, a lot of hearts.
oh, right. They probably liked your story. Okay, so tonight, oh, I'm so excited about tonight. I don't even know where to begin. Do I begin with this pretty paper that I set out here because I could not stand it and I thought you had to see that? I think so. Okay, Stampin' Up! Is probably just the coolest company I've ever worked for, but right now they have designer series papers, certain ones, not all of them, on special, so it's buy 3 get 1 free. And this paper, this Petal Promenade, is one of the ones that I picked out of my buy 3 get 1 free. So, and it was so wonderful. I had to show you, and actually I'm doing my whole live based on this paper tonight, and we're just going to use one sheet of it, but let me show you the sheets. Is this not beautiful? I mean, I saw that and I first thought, okay, that's going to be pretty for wedding. This is the back side. It's got kind of a bokeh dot and the petal pink. Look at this one. Oh, love it. Mom, I think this is like your favorite colors. It is got that deep purple. Oh, hi Trina. Great. Hi Beth Ann. Lovely paper. Yes, it is, Beth Ann. So, and then look at my daughter. Is Madison on? Have you seen her?
I haven't seen her yet.
Okay, my daughter loved this. It looks really like a marble countertop. So, really pretty that they did that in paper. And I'm pretty sure these are actual photos. Isn't this gorgeous? And then a different color of the marble. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I have ideas, but we're going to be using the other. Madison is on. Hi, Madison. Yes, it is pretty. And then it's got like a texture on that side. I love that. I love it. Not pretty. This is one that we're going to be using tonight, actually. So I'm going to leave that one. Actually, I'll leave that on top because we're going to be using this one. And so I actually was involved in a swap with some other Stampin' Up! Gals. And one of the gals made her card out of, I think it was that first paper I saw. Let me grab it so I can get her name. Yeah, Celine Kempton. So isn't this just the cutest? And I saw this and I was like, okay, I'm so sold. I'm going to have to get it. And I have not regretted it. In fact, normally sometimes I will share my paper with my mother, but I'm not sharing any of this with her because it's that fantastic. So, buy 3, get 1 free, and that only goes until the end of July. So, just so you know, that's one special. Plus, then they have the special of the Stampin' Up! Color pads. So basically what this is normally you get $125 worth of product for $99 for joining up, plus free shipping. But now what they're doing is they're adding 10 ink colors. You get to pick which group that they come from. I'm partial to the brights. But anyway, start off with that. So it comes down to about $200 worth of product that you get to pick for $99. So if you're interested in joining my team, let me know. You don't have to sell a thing. You can just craft and be a hobby demonstrator. Okay, so let's go on to the next thing. So this stamp set is called Ribbon of Courage, and it was developed by one of our gals, one of the demonstrators who met $1 million in sales, which is awesome, and you can always find that in our book here. And so this was Patty Bennett, and she says right here, it was a thrill to be able to be the inspiration for this set. I wanted to honor the memory of my mom who passed away 11 years ago after a long battle with cancer. The sentiments and fonts were carefully selected so that this stamp set could be perfect for many other occasions such as anniversaries, Valentine's Day, or faith, not just an encouragement card. So she wasn't the one who inspired the company to make this, and actually my own upline is getting pretty close to her $1 million mark, so she'll probably be able to design a stamp set here soon, so looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to selling my own $1 million in sales so that I can design my own stamp set too. But anyway, back to this. This has the most beautiful font, and it can be used for everything, not just, you know, breast cancer, which I think is the first thing people think of. But my other friend Tara, is Tara on? Has anyone seen Tara? Hi Kelly. Hi Emily. Hi Josh. Oh, a lot more people came. Tara Stay, if you see her, let me know. But she uses this. She's active duty service member, and she uses this for her 4th of July and service cards, which is pretty cool. But tonight, I know many of us out there have been affected by cancer one way or another, whether it was yourself personally, your family member, or a close friend. And it is, it's kind of gut-wrenching when you hear about someone who has cancer and is fighting that battle. And I can't believe that kind of got me misty, Bill. So there's been a few folks in my life that have been affected and have passed away, and someone that's very close to our age, it was actually Bill's cousin, has been diagnosed, and she is now starting that courageous path to heal. So many blessings to you, Jerry, if you're watching. If not, just know that we love you and we think about you often. So tonight I'm dedicating my Facebook Live to all of those folks affected. And the cards, I have absolutely beautiful cards, and the cards are going to be donated. My friend Carmen donates cards to the local cancer center, and that's what I'm going to be giving these to her to donate in Jerry's name. So Jerry Lynn, if you're there, love you. Okay, time to move on. So now that I've showed you all this precious paper, I do want to show you one thing. We're going to be using just this one sheet tonight, although I have a million other designs. But I want to show you what I did because it's important for you to understand how I came up with it. So you have 6 of these squares, and they're 3x3 squares, I know, because that's one of them that we'll be using. So to cut this paper, you really need to cut this edge off first. That way you get the whole edge, and then cut it this way. I suppose you could cut them, well, not really, unless you're very good at aiming up, because they are different sizes. So I cut this way, then I cut this way, and then I cut them separately. So, and we're going to be using this edge because I saw that edge and I was like, oh, hello, we're not letting that go to waste. So that's it on the paper now. And we're going to start with that first project. I'll put all this stuff away. Tonight's going to be good because we're only going to be using black ink. So I'm not going to be using the ribbons, but I am going to be using the sayings. With faith, all things are possible. And that's where we're going to start tonight because huge belief for me. So let me just show you the card that we're going to be making first. Is that not beautiful? Adorable? I can't tell if they can see, so I'm going to have to stand up. Do I have it in camera? Yeah. Okay. So, and what I want you to notice about this card is there's a little bit of texture. Can you guys see that? This is my new happy embossing folder. So let's get started on the card itself. Let me grab the project box. This is called the Subtles Embossing Folder. It is one of our dynamic folders, so it has just one acrylic plate on it when you're running it through the machine. And I've already done it, but I wanted to kind of show you. I'm using, let's start this off with the card base. So I have half a sheet of cardstock that I'm going to fold in half. The reason why I'm not sharing this paper is because I just see so many possibilities of simple, easy cards that I can make out of this. And I want to because they're so pretty. So I've run this through the Big Shot. This is 4 by 5 1/4 embossed in this Subtles. Let me see if that shows up any better. Can you guys see that? Oh, Carmen, you are on here. Good to see ya. Okay, so I'm just going to use the green glue, my famous green glue. And put a small bead around the edge, and I'm going to center this. I'm doing color on color. And I think that just gives it that little chic look. Okay, so that's my card base. Now, pulling out the rest of the supplies. I cut that piece of paper down. It's 3 by 3, so you know, but I just cut off all those edges so that I have the beautiful piece. And then I tried a lot of different mattes with this card, like gold and stuff, and the colors that are in the flowers. And when I found out, if you look really close, like it's pretty like this, but there's that little bit of yellow. And so I matted it with just a 1/8 inch mat, so it's 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 of, oops, sorry for bumping the camera, but can you see how that just pops that out? So this is so saffron. So is anyone asking any questions or anything, Bill, that I need?
But they love how your nails match your projects.
I didn't plan that, honestly. So let me get the stamp. So this one is with faith, all things are possible. And I'm going to try to do my best stamping here without getting my head in the camera. I'm going to use the Memento Black ink, and I think, here's a tip. that I have found that works for me is when you're looking at the stamp, of course I always do a test, but if you use just a bigger block than the one that it'll fit on, then you can kind of see through to see if you're centering your image or not. So we're gonna, I really don't want to screw up this paper, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do my test. Okay. A little more ink. Okay, I think I'm centered. I hope so. Not bad. Okay. Yay. That's our big stamping on this project. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I keep hitting that, and I clipped it up, that wire bill. This one. It comes down and I clipped it up, but I didn't get it up far enough, I guess. So that green glue gives me a minute.
She really wants that DSP.
I told you, but I'm not sharing. I'm not very nice. I guess I should share with my mother. Okay. So, the other things I'm going to be using is I use the gold mini sequin. Is that what it's called? Where's the English version of it? I think they're called mini sequins. Yeah, mini sequin trim. That's what it's called.
Joy's on.
Oh, hi, Joy. You missed my whole emotional... I had kind of a serious moment, Joy. You missed it. Okay, so I'm going to take and cut off just a piece like that. And then this is our, what's the name of it? It's our velvet ribbon in the Rich Razzleberry. But it matches. This is fresh fig that I'm using. I'm not sure if I said that or not. This is fresh fig. And so it matches just perfectly. So I'm going to take off a length of that. Now it doesn't tie super wonderful for me, but it does make, you know how the traditional ribbon for like the Ribbon of Courage stamp set? So it makes that, and that's how I wanted to use it. Oh, tonight's special is if you spend $50 or more using my host code, we'll give you some clear faceted gems. That's what that is. That was to remind me. So I'm going to take a glue dot and determine where I want that to kind of stick, like so. I can always cut this down if I need to. Okay, and I'm going to take some dimensionals. Is everyone there?
Yeah.
Did anyone fall asleep? Okay.
You're saying the colors and the ribbons are nice.
Okay. Let me know. Speak up louder. The gals want to hear ya, honey.
Okay.
My new assistant. How much does he get paid? So I'm going to take, there's kind of a front side and a back side, and I'm just going to take on the front side of this up at the top and stick it on there. And then down in the corner, let's see here, I just stuck it on. I didn't exactly know how to stick it on, so that's what I did. And then I'll kind of center that, center top. And then one more glue dot to put the ribbon on. Like so. And we can trim it down if we need to. Not bad.
Laura's guessing $5.
Who? $5?
$5 for my wages.
for your wages. Which Laura?
Laura Land Schmidt.
Oh, Laura. He gets more than $5. He gets to spend the whole rest of his life with me.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a good answer, honey. Okay, so there's our first card. And really, that was pretty simple, but it's so beautiful. I mean, I get tickled on how pretty that paper is and how much that font did the work for me. All I did is kind of glued it together. There's so many possibilities. The card could be this way. I mean, there's so many possibilities with this. So that's card number 1. I guess I'll hook it on here. That way I can remember to set it back up. Okay, card number 2. I'm a little bit tickled about card number 2. I've always been a pink girl, and I like peach, and this new Petal Pink has really gone above and beyond my expectations. So I took that side piece that we were talking about, and I made this very cute. It says sending love and hugs to you, which is perfect. Just like Patty Bennett said about the stamp set. It can be for Valentine's Day, it can be anniversary. For this one, it's going to be sending some hope and courage. So let me grab that project box. Wrong project box. Here we go. I almost grabbed the Christmas project box. And yes, it is not too early to start on your Christmas cards. Okay. On this one, I am going to be adding some elements from the Botanical Bliss, and it's more going to be well, I'm just going to show you now, and then I don't have to show you later. It is more that instead of using the stamp set, I'm going to be using the framelits that go with it. So I'm going to be using, I need to pull this out because I'm going to show you. I'm going to be using this one for some foil on the foil paper, and I had like a little scrap piece, and since they're only sticking out so far, you don't need to use the whole thing, and I'm actually going to cut this one down, so save your foil paper. And then this is actually in our catalog, and I don't know if it shows up better on the dark or the light, Bill.
They show up the same.
About the same? Okay, so you can use this for a tag topper. It doesn't have the bottom where it cuts out, so that's what this additional piece is. After you run the image through, you go back and just run that edge through again, and that's how it cuts it out, so that you have the rose and the leaves. Anyone asking anything? Everyone's quiet tonight? Okay, well, at least they understand that. I'm also going to be using the layering framelits squares, and I believe I used this one, and since they don't have sizes on it, I don't know what it is, but it's this one with a matching this one in the scalloped edge. And I did the ones that was close together because I like just that close little edge. So we'll start there with this image, and then I might as well get out the rest of the stuff, and then I can move that out of my way. Okay, so I have a half a sheet of cardstock. This is in the Petal Pink. And this has a snarfy on it, but it's okay because we're going to cover it up. So, looks like a flaw in the paper. I've not seen that with this before. Or did I smudge something? No, I smudged something. I should have known better. Okay, so the card base is just folded in half, and I again did, this time I used the new, this is brand new, this is the tufted embossing folder. It's also one of the dynamic folders, and I used a 4 by 5 1/4, And I don't know if you can see that. Can they see that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, because my computer stopped. So I'm just going to glue that on there. And center it, and it'll cover my smudge. Isn't this a gorgeous color?
It is. What is it again?
It's called Petal Pink.
Petal Pink.
Yes. Okay. Then I cut a 1 1/4 inch. Well, that's kind of where it cut off, that paper, by 5 1/4, and I'm going to actually glue that right on to that 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of tufted embossed paper. Bill, you gotta speak and kill some of these dead areas where I'm rambling on because I'm trying to talk and
I'm watching
the live. Are you into it?
I'm watching the comments.
Oh, okay, you've got a job. I can't give you more than one.
That's right. You're taking part of my man cave. I don't think so.
Do you think I'm gonna get part of the man cave?
Probably.
Oh, really? And
3 inches.
3 inches of the man cave? That's all you're
right.
gonna give me?
It. That's all I'm giving up.
Oh, your generosity. That's gonna follow you. Okay, so again, I'm gonna get the Memento ink out, and this time we're using that.
Marcia wants to know, Marcia Myers Bartles wants to know how many cards you can make with the green glue.
Oh, it depends on how much glue you use on it, Marcia. I get hundreds because I use just that little bead of it, and what I like about it is it gives me a chance to kind of center my image. I know some people use the snail, which is this glue runner, which is great, but I don't know, I'm not very good at, I stick things down and have to move it around a little bit. I do use snail, but I use it for other reasons, and mostly for like hooking ribbon on and stuff. But okay, so I've got that piece, which already is just gorgeous. And I'm going to use the Ribbon of Courage, and I'm going to use the Sending Love and Hugs to You. Well, I will use it when, there we go. Got to look at what I'm doing. Oh no, someone asked me a question and I'm all off kilter. So I do my test. Oh, okay. The one thing about this one, I must have this on crooked. It's good to place your stamps on straight. It looks straight to me. Okay, let me try this again. I'll try lining it up. Oh, look at that. That's going to be crooked. So I need to angle it a little. Aha. So learn from that. Don't stamp on. That's why I always test. So I need to change my angle a little bit. Am I in camera, Bill?
You are.
Okay.
Perfect shot right from the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. Ah! And it's pretty close. It's a little low, but it's not bad, considering I got a camera in my face. So I'm going to use that green glue again, and it depends on, you know, back to Marcia's question, it kind of depends on how many layers you have on a card, how heavy-handed you are with it. See, I'm totally off, but I can move it because it takes a few seconds to dry. It's very sticky when it does. You're not going to get it up very easily, but there you go. See? Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to come back to my card, and I think I'll just move that. I think it'll be easier to see. I will raise this up so you guys can see it. And I want to look at where I want to put it. And I struggled with this because on the other one there's flowers here. I didn't want to cover any flowers yet. I wanted it to look cohesive. I also, you know, had them going this way, and then I felt like that was into my flowers too much. So I ended up going the other direction, and I ended up with losing some of this flower but having the end come out. So you kind of have to mess with it a little bit to see where you like it. But here's where I use that snail. So I'm going to stick some snail on. Oh, I keep doing it like it's fast fuse. I'm so in the habit I can't not do that. So the snail is how I'm attaching this. And I want it to kind of come off the bottom here a little bit and to the side. And let's see, I got that much. Let's go about there for now. Let's see what that looks like. See, that doesn't cut into that floral too much, and it still leaves that soft, pretty look. Now I'm going to take that snail again, kind of right on top of where I have it here. I so miss fast fuse. And I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to kind of bend them up a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm going to cut this one in half because you don't need the whole thing. Where do I want to go here? Are my hands in shot? You got to remind me, Bill, you're snoozing on the job. Okay, so this again, now I've got the sticky stuff on here, and I'm going to kind of...
Tanya wants to know what floral paper that is.
This is Petal Promenade. Promenade. Well, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's stick a couple there. Whoops. Let's make sure they actually stick. I think I got that down too low. I got my stickum down too low. Did that answer her question?
Yeah, so did Joy and Beth Ann.
They wanted to know the paper?
No, they answered.
Oh. Oh, well, that's what I got my girls for. A lot of my Stampin' sisters are super supportive on here of me. Love you guys. Okay, so I'm going to come in with this one. And I'm putting them in between just because that's how I feel like doing it. And I like that the gold kind of shimmers. So now I'm going to kind of crinkle these up just a little bit. Isn't this pretty? Oh, I think it's so pretty. And then I'm going to go and more adhesive. Well, I want to pop it up. And I also think that this helps stick down. See, now I'm trying not to hit that thing. So I'm going to stick dimensionals because I do want it to pop up a little bit. And really you could put, this is another one that I think is a versatile design, and you could have it go in the other direction, and you could put maybe instead of the flourish that I have, you could put gold thread or something back there. But okay, so I want to kind of center this, and I'm having a hard time seeing. Does that look like it? We'll do a temporary stick. Yes, it does. Isn't this cute? Oh my gosh! Now you could add beads or pearls if you wanted to, but this kind of, isn't that pretty, you guys?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so am I getting any loves for it?
Oh yeah, all kinds of
loves. Oh, good, yay! Okay, so let's bring these back in. And I'm going to take this one off of here. So there's the two cards. And they're really, the paper really did, I did one stamping on each of them. And it was mostly layers. So, Oh, I think they're so pretty. I can't help it. If I could reach my hand to my back, because those who know me know that I have right now some limitations in my reach, I would be patting myself on my back. Is my friend Gwen watching?
I haven't seen her.
Oh, you haven't? I saw her earlier. She would be nodding her head going, yes. Okay, so let's go back to the business section. So did everyone share my video? Sharing my video is how you get into my drawing. Demos qualify for my drawing too, but only if they live in the U.S. I don't have enough money to ship everywhere, so just in the United States. Again, I just want to remind you, please, if you are interested in getting your products at a discount, this is the best way to go. Join my team, and I will help you. I've got an awesome team that can help you get started, and this promo is only going on until the end of the month for those extra 10 stamp pads, which is an awesome deal. Also, they have the designer series paper, and this paper that we use tonight out of the buy 3 get 1 free is on that list. Share my video. If you use my host code tonight and you purchase, spend $50 or more until Saturday at noon, Saturday the 21st, you get a free package of faceted gems from me. I will send those out to you as a thank you. These cards that I've made tonight, I'm going to donate to my friend Carmen, to donate to the Cancer Center. She does a lot of cards for that cause, and I am a firm believer in that. And I also probably should send one to Jerry, don't you think, Jerry Lynn? Okay, so she'll be getting this card too. It's Piccadilly Stamping with no G. I'm on Pinterest and YouTube. You can find me there. I am here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tell your friends, share my video, and let's get to the drawing. So, Bill's been volunteering to do my drawings, and I just want to show you guys, look at how many people are sharing my video. I love it. So I'm going to mix them up. And we're going to do 2 drawings tonight. I'm feeling... Okay, Bill, will you grab that?
Hey, Jane Campbell.
Jamie Campbell! Woohoo! Okay, Jamie Campbell, you won some of my favorite Tombow glue. So what I need to do is just send me your address and I will send this to you. So thank you for sharing my video. Okay, next one. We're going to shake them up again. Bill, you want to?
Yeah, I can draw again.
Okay.
Kristen Tatum.
Kristen Tatum! Oh my gosh, that is awesome. So Kristen, tonight you have won the Uninked Spectrum pad, and what this is it's got 4 different areas where you can put re-inker in it to make colored pads, so that when you stamp down it'll do like kind of a rainbow effect or whatever colors you want on there. And since Kristen is my downline, I'm going to challenge her to use this to make a card to share with all of us. So, and you can't tell me you don't have any paper after that big order you just made. So, yay, Kristen, excitable, yay. All right, well, thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you joining in to visit with me tonight, and I will see you next week. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.